Now, when does the coaching relationship come to an end? Now, there's an old adage that all good things must come to an end. I don't believe that's necessarily true, certainly not for marriage, hopefully, but it does happen, clearly. But the reality is I offer 12-month coaching programs and then also 6 months if that's something you would prefer. I used to work in a very different way, but that's not very structured, and people don't look for a coaching relationship that doesn't have a kind of end point, because the goal is to achieve your goals by the end of that time, whether that's 6 months or 12 months. But also the reality is, as we get to know each other over a 6-month or a 12-month period, other things are going to come into your life. Other things are going to crop up, both professionally and probably personally as well. And that can change the dynamic all the time. And that's why typically I work with my clients for a number of years, usually between 2. I even still have my very first corporate client, and that is now coming up for 12 years. We started working together in 2012. And I often joke that that could mean that I'm a really bad coach, actually. So why are you even bothering watching this video? Or he is an even worse coachee because he never does what he's actually going to say he's going to do, and therefore we don't experience the wins. I'm happy to confess to you that the truth is that, as in the corporate world, anyone who's in the corporate world will know this to be the case, that usually every 2 or 3 years he gets a new job, and then it's a whole new ball game all over again. He could be working over several time zones, for example. How are you going to manage that? I will ask him. And so we have developed a very deep relationship, both personally as well and professionally. And that's rare, certainly rare in the coaching world, I believe, but it is sometimes what happens. And I like to think that my investment in your relationship, because I'm the kind of coach who's not just going to be interested in, have you done what you said you would do last month? But I'm actually going to ask about your family life. I'm going to ask after your children, your wife, your husband, and how was that holiday? How was that vacation? All of these kinds of things build a holistic coaching relationship, which is why I really love the idea, and I try to demonstrate a whole of life coaching, a whole person coaching approach, rather than just the typical normal corporate approach or business coaching approach.